YouTube Star Wars Commanders, welcome to a brand new Star Wars video. Today we're just catching up on episode 2 of the push for the titles, conflicts, call it what you will. My base is coming along quite nicely. I've upgraded a few more units, donated units as well. Become a good squad member by donating troopers all the time whenever you can and get those points. And it's been a bit of a difficult. I've not had much of a chance to play the game this week for a variety of reasons, so I'm really going to be banking on the next conflict that comes up now. Although I did complete the conflict and got some nice prizes, which I'll show you in another video. So as you can see now, the focus is on my base. I need to get some resources in because obviously I'm a bit skint in terms of resources, and you don't want to have too much alloy or credits or whatever it is laying around, because otherwise you will become vulnerable to attack by an enemy player who will want to try and get all your resources possible. So if you can spend what you've got on upgrades or whatever it might well be, that's probably the best thing that you can do to keep it lowbrow and not be tempted. But I have come under attack. I've actually had the first defeat as well. -4 I got, can you believe that? And it was so close to them not getting a full house, but they did. And then everyone else who attacked me has lost heavily, which has been quite cool. So although I'm moving things around inside the base slightly in terms of the turrets once they're upgraded, but let's look at a battle now and see how we can move on in a few minutes. Wait for my troopers to be ready. And as you can see here are the defences that I've had. 0%. I think he must have just misclicked. And then these are my attacks that I've had. So although I'm not going for 100%, but it's always nice when you get 100%. Let's face it. You know. So here we go. We're going to dive into an attack I did earlier. 40k up for grabs on both. Dropping my heavy tanks in there with a medic droid. And of course my AT-ST Walker for the shield. Now bearing in mind, the AT-ST Walkers only lock onto the shields initially, and they will shoot things that are in their way, but they'll just head straight to the turret, to the shield, and the turrets will shoot at them, and it can take them down. So you have to be careful where you deploy them, which is why it's good to have tanks backing them up. That way, if there are turrets in the way, the tanks can wipe the floor with those turrets, so the AT-ST Walker's free to take out the shield. And as you can see now, once a shield is down, it'll just shoot everything else in the way or in range. Throw down some TIE interceptors there to do some damage on the wall. Turret over there isn't particularly strong, so I'm not too particularly worried about that as we go for a win. Again, I've thrown down my squad troopers there. Didn't need to really. The reason why I did that was because I think because of the quest. There's a quest to do that. And also it's good to have fresh squad troopers in case you need them for other attacks later in the day, depending on how you're playing the game and how often you play the game itself. So as you can see, throwing in for a couple of... that was a misclick by me there actually, as my TIE Striker went in there. And now, just really clearing the way, doing some more damage as the clock ticks down, trying to make sure, try and get 100% as we go to the end, and it'll be a GG. So the thing I look for whenever I attack a base, I always look for something that's quite vulnerable. Bearing in mind, the first thing I look at, as I've talked about before in videos, is where the squad centre is. Now, if their squad centre is next to the base or close to the base, you know they're going to have troopers in there, possibly. You know, there's an 80% chance that they will. So ideally, you don't want to be attacking players who have, unless you're ready for them. If you've got air support and you can take them down, not a problem. But like in my base, it's shielded, so even with an airstrike you're out of luck because a shield will protect them. So you need to make sure and mindful of how you attack those units, or if at all possible, if the squad center isn't protected by a shield and you're not sure, do an airstrike on it, wipe it out, because if you destroy it, the players can't spawn any characters and the units can't spawn. So you might as well just do that. That's probably the easiest thing to do. So I made an attack on another guy, 147k here and 66k alloy up for grabs, and look at that contraband, 693. This is one I couldn't refuse. He had a droidica there as well, so I'm mindful of that. and how his base is structured with the walls, so your units will shoot walls more than anything else. But I'll do an airstrike now to take down the Droideka. There it goes, bang, and it's gone. So my tanks will carry on taking down the turrets. Quite a strange base setup, if I'm honest. And again, he's got a squad centre there, but as you can clearly see, he has got no troopers in there. Sometimes you can always do a test by dropping a light stormtrooper or a cheap unit next to it to see if it spawned anything. If it does, then obviously you know, then you can take action to wipe them out. But as I just decimate this guy's base, all that hard work, and as you can see the way he's got his base set up, the walls, because the units aren't particularly clever, and the first thing I shoot at would be walls, because walls are so deadly, let's face it. And this was a good raid. All his alloys up for grabs down here. I've taken all his contraband, taken the majority of his credits, and now I am just harvesting his alloy for my own imperial uses. You do what you've got to do. As we move into the final stage of the battle, AT-ST Walker, tanks doing all the damage it can do, and that will be a GG for 100% and all that loot. Thank you very much for being so generous. I do appreciate it, and that will help fund the Galactic Empire's quest to control and restore order to the galaxy. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I will be doing some more Commander videos over the next coming weeks. And remember that the videos will be updated over the weekends only for Commander as I play Force Arena, and I will be bringing out other games to the channel. Thanks again for your support, and I will see you in the next video. May the Force be with you.